Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. This is a sponsored videos from Nilight. They sent me these LEDs about 2 weeks ago. I haven't had the chance to make a video about it, and I also didn't have the chance to film myself installing them, but for the most part guys, they are pretty much self-explanatory, very easy, just like any LED. So let me go ahead and show you guys a little quick review of these lights, show how they're set up and how they work. These are very similar to the one that I installed on my blue pickup, the one that I sold, the tricolor one, except these are the newer version. The mounts are a little more different, which is what I prefer, and I'll show you that in a reason why, and then we'll also go ahead and test them out and see how bright they are. I have those lights installed on my trail gear bumper. The trail gear bumper doesn't have anywhere to mount them, so keep in mind you will have to make some lighting tabs. These were the original one that I bought a couple months ago that I used on my blue truck, and these are too short. You can see why they're too short. And then these are the new ones that I bought on Amazon as well. I'll go ahead and link everything in the video description. So if you guys are doing something like mine and you guys need to get some tabs, make sure you get the one that's pretty long. I think this is almost 1.5 inches. These are almost about 2.5 inches, whereas these right here are only about 1.5 inches. So make sure you get the long ones because they'll work much better. And then you can see on the trail gear bumper here, there's nowhere to mount it. And the reason why you want it longer is so that the lights will be pushed out more. If it's too short, there wouldn't be, when you adjust it, it might hit and stuff like that. So what I did was, I just took 4 of these guys and I welded it to the bumper. Of course, you gotta have some kind of way to weld it. The way I make sure they're centered is that I just marked my Toyota logo, and then I kind of did it, I believe 5.5 inch from each side, and then that's kind of how I did it. If I wanted to, I can probably push these a little bit more over here, but I kind of like to have this space right here. So that's how I did it. You can do it any way you want. And with these lights, with the mounting tab, there's plenty of room. There's plenty of room for up and down adjustments. And also, if I wanted to point this one more towards like over here, so I can see the side of the highway or the side of the streets, I can turn this one towards this way. Now these are the new models, and you can see the new model, they have a bracket that slides into those grills. Slide into the grills, it has a bolt, and then you put a nut. There's a room right here for the nut, whereas the older model has like a little sway bar mount, and this type of mount right here is way more better. Has all the hardware, way more better. So I definitely prefer this one. Very nice. 4 little lights up there. Here, this is a spot plug combo. And then you can see the wires. Another thing I did differently on these is that when they give you these lights, they have some spay connectors. So I got rid of those spay connectors, and I bought these quick disconnect, and I soldered them into the lights and onto the harness, and I also shortened the harness so that there wouldn't be so much wires behind my grills. So I definitely recommend you get these quick disconnect, and I also recommend that maybe Nilight in the future, if they can include these quick disconnect, it is way more sturdier than those blade connector, because those spade blade connector, once you connect them and you want to disconnect it, if you pull them out, most of the time they're gonna get damaged, whereas these are a little bit much more better. You just push them in and they just come out just like any typical electrical cable. So let me go ahead and pop the hood and show you guys how I wire it up. For the most part, it's pretty simple. All you gotta do is just figure how you want to loop all the wires and such. So that's what they look like right there. I try to make them as straight as possible, and honestly I haven't even fully adjusted them yet. We'll go ahead and adjust them later on tonight when we go for a test drive. For the harness, it's pretty easy guys. I just route them right through the grill, behind the grill, and again, since I used those special quick disconnect, I did went ahead and just kind of shorten the original harness that came with the light, just so that I don't have a bunch of extra wires. I loop them through here, they come out here. Oh, and I also wrap them in Tessa tape. So you see this tape right here, where is it at? Yeah, most of them, or down here, I wrapped in Tessa tape. You can see right there, that's the Tessa tape, which looks like this stuff right here. It's like a fabric, very adhesive tape, very electrical. So very simple guys, comes right through here. You got your power cable, right here is your harness. You have your power, and then your negative, and then you just have your fuse right there, and then this is the little relay for it. This one just hangs out right here. I have a zip tie, nothing crazy, and then this wire goes into your firewall, and then you get your switch. As far as the switch, it's pretty simple. I have it right here next to all my lights, so you can see right there. If I flip it on, there's a light, and you can see the light. So let's go ahead and wait till nighttime. I'll show you guys how it looks. Here's a quick demo of the night light. This is the 4 cube setup. Right now I have just my regular low beams. These are just regular halogen low beams, nothing crazy. Show you the high beams, and then we'll go back to the low beams. Now let me go ahead and flip on the switch for the night light, and then you guys can see how bright they are. I do have to make some minor adjustment. I think I have a feeling, or it feels to me like they're a little bit more pointed down too much, so I think I might raise them up a little bit. For the most part, you can see, we can see the gates on the right and the gate on the left, whereas before we can barely see it. LED on. Let's go ahead and flip on the high beams on the truck, see if that makes any difference. Not much of a difference. LEDs are way overpowered. Flip them off. Let's go ahead and turn off the low beams, so no lights at all, and let's see how the LED performs just by itself. Boom, we can see about almost a good 50 yards away, almost to that next light pool. There's a light pool on the far right over there, you guys can see. So we can see pretty clear to that section, and then like I said, we have a good view of the side. And again, with these lights, since they are 4 individuals, if I wanted to point the outer lights, I can have them pointed towards more the corner, so I can see what's on the side of the road or on the highway and whenever I'm traveling. But right now I have them all front facing. So low beam and lights off. It's gonna be a little bit too bright to show you guys, but you can see right there. They work amazing. These lights have been installed on my vehicle for about almost 2 months now. So this is more of a late review just because I haven't had time to do this review for y'all. But I am loving them. They are amazing. The headlights that I have now are just the regular halogens ones. I don't want to go LED on the headlights because I live in Alaska, and when we get any kind of snow or any kind of blizzard, with LED headlights, it doesn't build enough heat, so all that snow will just build up right into my headlight and it'll cause icing, and that's what it did last year. So that's why I'm switching back to halogens, because the halogens provide heat, and whenever I'm going through a snowstorm, it will melt the snow and it won't get iced up. So we're gonna go ahead and stick with the halogens and keep the LED as exterior lights. So there you have it, guys. These are the Nilight 4 pods. I love them. They are amazing. I feel like I don't need to add any more additional light. I feel like this is plenty of light for what I need. And again, this is for mainly driving at nighttime. Very, very good lights. Hope you guys enjoy it. I'll put a link in the description below if you guys want to check them out. See you guys on the next video.